Hi everyone, it's me, the Chipmunk. I wanted to take some time out today to talk about a personal matter involving my friend, my good friend, and my brother, my bro, Punishing Fate. Some of the things that have been said on Show Me the Belly lately have caused a lot of tension, and I think there has been a great misunderstanding between a lot of people with regards to my friend Punishing Fate and some of the people who post on Show Me the Belly's site. Let me try to explain something. Punishing Fate has a way of talking and a way of saying things that come off as insults, but they are actually him just kidding around. He has a sense of humor that most people do not get. You have to understand something. He talks to me that way, but I know he's joking. He talks to me that way, in private, and when we're emailing each other and stuff like that. And I've understood for some time now that a lot of people do not understand the way he talks the way I do, and therefore they're misinterpreting what he's saying. It's coming off to them as an insult when I know it's a joke, or I know he's just, fooling around. I talked to Punishing Fate the other day. He was upset. He was hurt by everything that was happening because, whether you know it or not, he's a very sensitive person like me. And he doesn't want to be anyone's enemy. He doesn't understand why people are angry at him. And I tried to explain to him that what was happening, I thought, was that people were simply misinterpreting what he was saying. They don't get his sense of humor, and he wasn't making it very clear what he was saying. I got it, but other people did not. And so it's led to some misunderstandings on the forums and some tension. He was going to leave the forum, but I wanted to make a personal plea to everybody and to Punishing Fate with this video, and I told him I would make this video. I want everybody to start over. I would like it very much if we could just all of us, start over, shake hands and say, look, I'm sorry if you misunderstood what was said. Let's all start all over again. Because this has all been a very big misunderstanding. Punishing Fate is not a bad person. Believe me. I don't call anybody a brother except Punishing Fate. And I would not call him that if I thought he was a bad person, if he was a bully. This guy has stood up for me a lot. And he and 93 Maniac are the only reasons really why I came back to doing reviews in the first place. I owe him a lot. He's been there for me. He stood by me. And I wanted to make things clear to people that Punishing Fate is a good person. He's not trying to insult people. He simply has a way of talking that is not understood by the majority in the forums, and by people in general, I think. I get it, but I realized as time went on that a lot of other people do not get how he talks to people. I get it. I know how to talk to him, and I understand perfectly what he's saying, but other people don't. And that's what I'm saying. This whole situation has been a misunderstanding. And I'm going to ask everybody, please, I want to ask you from the bottom of my heart to give him another chance. And to my good friend Punishing Fate, brother, I love you, man, and I just want to say, I know you're a good person, and I know you're not trying to insult anybody or put anybody down. You're not that kind of person. And I think there's some very simple things that can be done to prevent this kind of misinterpretation in the future. From now on, when you're kidding with somebody, something as simple as LOL on the end of a sentence would go a long way to making people understand what you're trying to say and how you're trying to communicate with them. I know you're joking when you're joking with me, but a lot of other people simply don't. And sometimes something as simple as that, saying LOL on the end of a sentence, can go a long way in making sure people, when they're reading what you've said, is not misinterpreted as being an insult or, a put down. And, just little things like that. I say, hey, no offense, but I want to say this is my opinion, this is what I think, just little things like that. Believe it or not, little things add up over time. And little things can be misinterpreted and misunderstood if they're not properly interpreted the right way. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been on a lot of forums, and I know how people can misunderstand me sometimes. And I've learned over the years the hard way that you've got to be kind of careful how you type things down, because when people cannot hear your voice and all they can do is read what you've typed, it can be easily misunderstood. And that's what I was saying yesterday, Punishing Fate, my good brother, and that's all I'm saying now. But look, I want to say to my brother, Punishing Fate, I have your back. You have been and always will be my friend, and I will never, ever abandon you. And I'm asking everybody to just please take a deep breath, let's all calm down, and let's start all over. We don't need to be fighting amongst ourselves. This community is all we have, and we don't need to tear each other down and bring each other down when so many people outside of our community do that to us. So this is my personal plea. Let's start over. Let's try again. Shake hands, be friends. Let's start all over. Thank you. And Punishing Fate, bro, I love you, man. 93 Maniac, I love you too. Thanks, everybody.